What's happening, YouTube? The video gonna be about Drake winning part of a lawsuit. The judge okays for going forward with a lawsuit against Universal Music and Kendrick's Not Like Us about parts of the song, saying that Drake preys on certain ages. And the thing is this: it's a L for both these cats on that plantation. Um, Drake looks weak sauce because he dissed this man and he wouldn't let it go. He can't come back with nothing to offset him because it became a catchphrase. You know, it's one thing in a movie when something sticks and people say it everywhere and you can't turn it off your ear like it won't go away. But in real life, for it to happen where it's a catchphrase and people are just going everywhere, they're out of their way and they're using it and turn into a bad joke. So it's like defamation and you don't come back from that. I'm not saying that Drake won't have big hits and stuff, but let's just say you woke up a sleeping lion and it roared mighty loud and you didn't come back from it. So you got to take that L. There's nothing you can come with. And if you're smart, you'll never, ever, ever step in the ring with Kendrick Lamar again. And you need to get that through your head. Regardless of what happens with this situation, it's not going to come back for you. People deserted you, they clowned you, they embarrassed you. And as artistry to artistry, even though you're more successful, you're not fit to go in no battles with this guy. So let's get that out the way. On the other side, Kendrick is a very talented artist, and I've dug most of his work compared to Drake for years. But I don't like this for one major reason. Probably when you do a diss track, someone's looking to get you. And I grew up with artists who did diss tracks. Ice Cube did some of the best diss tracks. The one with him, Cypress Hill, and them was kind of close. But when Common laid off in him, and that's when he moved into doing movies more, he couldn't retaliate. They made up and they was pally rally later. But the streets knew that it was a wrap for Cube. See, the thing about it is if you start doing those kind of tracks, somebody's going to be laying in the cut and they're going to come up with a diss track that you can't come back up against, especially when you start to move up the food chain. And you know how that industry is. You hungry kind of now. I remember Kendrick had that record out a couple years ago. Nobody was talking about him because this whole thing with Drake actually resurrected him a bit, if you must, because yeah, he did the halftime show a few years ago, but he was like fourth or fifth on the food chain on that one. Wasn't Kendrick getting this kind of buzz? Like yeah, one song and then made him household, and a chorus. That's the reason for why he's maybe happened to, because basically defamation of character. But the problem with this is that there will be censorship and you won't even be able to have proper diss tracks. You'll have Me Too Council, even how far you can go. These record companies don't care what you do. They plantations and they set up to make money. They not in the business for feelings. It's about facts making dollars. It's not about feelings and who we hurt. And if you can make us money, we're going to support you. You can't make us money, we're going to let you go. So anyway, but this is interesting. I've never heard this before. A diss track with a judge sides with the one who took the L, and we're gonna see. As far as I'm concerned, they both took a L. This thing need to be done with. It need to be finished with, and I got a problem with both of them. I got a problem with Drake still, yeah, clean up your thing, but don't you come up with no more diss tracks against that cat because you can't do it. You don't have that in you, and this ain't Meek Mill when you can go there and clap back. Kendrick is built differently on the lyric tip. And Kendrick, you smarter than this, yo. You got a lot more going in your bag. You may not gonna reach the commercial aspects like that. You can do it in other ways, and you didn't hit a big time career, no doubt. But to do this is setting you up for a clown show because they want you to show out. Your message is getting distorted because you're really doing black on black. You're actually doing worse. I know what you were trying to say, but it's gonna backfire because it's not going the way it should. You want to have a pro-black aesthetic, but you're going to fool around and get a clown face where they're going to be looking at you sideways. And that's what's going to happen as long as you keep on engaging with this cat. So it's no win either way. It's a bad look. And it's actually embarrassing because hip-hop deserves a real renaissance of where artists are actually speaking and going somewhere. Not Not even a diss track that it's not gonna end no one's career. And if anything, it's gonna become nauseating because people are gonna get tired of y'all still going onto a feud, which is not really that interesting. As a matter of fact, the hottest feud going on now is Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James. That's the one that most people are clapping for. People have been tired of Drake and Kendrick. And y'all need to come up with something together or make a tour together or a song together or leave it alone. But Black on Black, you fit a narrative that it ain't enlightened. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit. If you like, hit that membership. Stay safe, stay well, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.